Hey guys, I am back. I'm gonna try to sit up a little bit more so I look more in frame, kind of equally. That made no sense. Anyways, I found inspiration for another rant type video because my last one about being plus size and about the BuzzFeed video went over so well.
Not really.
It sparked a lot of controversy, which I welcome and I engage and I like it because I like to be able to speak for myself and speak for other people in the plus size community. I got hate for saying plus size community, which it is a community, but regardless, I like being able to speak my opinion and giving you guys some sort of feedback and maybe motivation or confidence. I don't know. I just like making these videos, okay? That's it. So I do follow, the inspiration for this was I follow Tess Holiday on Instagram, and she is a plus size model and she just had her baby Bowie. And I also follow her husband, Nick Holiday. And I saw a picture she posted of her breastfeeding her son, and she said repost from her husband. So I clicked on his because I was just interested in seeing, why he would post that / what kind of comments he would make on that kind of picture. So I looked at it and it was just like normal. He's like normalized breastfeeding, whatever. But he added underneath it, he's like, so he talks about how Tess is a mom and she's plus size, and he's like, yes, I find I find my wife sexy, and he's like, two of those categories, so being a mom and plus size, both of those categories, he talks about how their sexuality is basically taken from them, and how mothers and plus size women and combined, their sexuality is robbed of them from society. And honestly, I had never thought of it in that way before, but it makes total and complete sense, and I kind of just want to talk about it for a little bit. So I kind of wrote in my notes on my phone some things I want to hit on in this video. So if I'm looking at my phone, that's why. Okay, so basically he's talking about how they're robbed of their sexuality, and I would 1,000% agree with that, because growing up, at least me, I don't know about girls now because of this whole kind of revolutionary change that's happening, nobody ever thought that plus size girls were attractive. They were never in movies. They were never anything like that. They were always the funny ones or the designated fat friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of them were ever seen as being sexually attractive. And so growing up, I always thought that I would not have many boyfriends or like that much of a sexual life. And like, I know I said growing up, like there's no way I was 6 years old and being like, I'm not gonna have a sexual life. But you know what I mean? Like, you think of these things, like even if you're 11 or 12 or 13, you think of those things. So yeah, I guess I thought of that. And so when I had my first kiss, I was I was like shocked. Like, honestly, I was so shocked. I was like, interesting. I guess yo girl has it. Like, I don't know. He was really cute. This is 7th grade me, but I thought he was cute. So yeah,
That like revved my engine. That sounds really sexual.
that made me like kind of realize like, hey, I'm desirable. So yeah, and then like growing up more, like I didn't have tons of boyfriends. I've had my first kiss, which I never dated him, and then I've had two other boyfriends besides that who were like kind of shorter boyfriends. And then I had my boyfriend Zach, who I had been dating for over 2 years. We kind of are on like a little break, like we're not together, but I still hang out with him. So yeah. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it'll be another whole video on that, but like we're kind of not together. And then I've just been talking to a few guys here or there since me and Zach broke up, kind of. So yeah, I guess like whenever a guy was interested in me, I always felt like, oh my god, this is so special, because I always thought that like guys would never like me, and that's not true. You just have to find the right guys. I know that sounds stupid, but they're not that hard to find. Like, I have friends that are skinnier than me, I think more pretty than me, that have had less boyfriends, and it's not like I'm some girl that's had 1,000 boyfriends. I've literally had maybe 3 or 4. But yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, I think that comment was so true. We are robbed of our sexuality. Nobody in this world, at least not a lot, or like it's not in the media or whatever, thinks that plus size girls are attractive, and plus size girls are so fucking hot. They are so fucking hot. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Like, they are. I think that all the girls that do try on hauls on YouTube are so hot. No offense, but I think I'm cute. I think my friend Cassidy is hot. Like, they're just so hot, and like, we have tits, we have a vagina, and we have asses, and it all works the same as somebody who weighed 100 pounds compared to us. Like, it's all the same. Like, if a guy wants you and is attracted to you and wants to date you and wants to have sex with you or something like that, like, it all works the same. So there should be no reason that we have to be robbed of our sexuality. We have cute bras and we have cute clothes and cute undies and everything like that. So there's no reason. And it's only until recently that like brands have started to come out with cute bikinis and bras and bralettes and underwear and things like that for plus size girls. And I think it's starting to kind of reverse. Like, I think we're starting to get more of our sexuality back, especially in media and things like that. Like, I know Shamar Moore, the guy from Colonel Mines, Derek Morgan, he's so fucking hot, but he loves plus size girls, and he also loves skinny girls. He doesn't discriminate. Like, he talks about his baby girls on his Instagram. He's not like one's better than the other, but he doesn't see them as being separate. Women are women, and like I said, we all have the same parts, we all can do the same things. So what does it matter? If somebody's attracted to skinny girls, let them do that, but don't be rude about it. If you're attracted to plus size girls, let them do that. Don't discriminate them for that, and don't be rude about it. Like, it's all just equal. Like, if you're attracted to girls, be attracted to girls and don't discriminate on their weight, because there are so many people that get married young and they're all skinny and beautiful, and then they have kids, and then both the man and the woman have gained weight, and people always talk about how they lose their sexuality. They don't have sex anymore, and they don't find each other attractive, and that's fucked up, because you should love the person for who they were when you married them, and not for what they look like. A lot of people talk about how if you're plus size and you try to have sex, you're going to crush the guy, especially if he's smaller than you, which is not true, because I have been with guys and only one of them has been bigger than me, and I have not crushed any guy yet. Like, thank Jesus. I have not crushed. I mean, it's not possible. Like, it's not possible. You have muscles for a reason, which hold you up. They have muscles for a reason, which can hold you up. There's no way to crush a guy. That's there's this girl that keeps commenting on my videos like, it must suck to have sex because I bet you crush every guy you're with. Like, no. And it's also possible to be on the bottom. FYI, you don't always have to be doing it on top. Girl on top.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Also, flexibility, like, hello, no offense, like, I don't know if this is TMI, but I think I'm pretty flexible, and my friends think I'm flexible too. Like, I'll just be like, I don't know, stretching my legs or something, and literally every single one of my friends, they're like, how do you get your leg up there? Like, how are you so flexible? Like, bitch, I don't know, I just do it. Like, that has nothing to do with your weight. You can be flexible AF and be my size. So that has nothing to do with sexuality too, so don't act like being skinny makes you more flexible. Not true. Again, I don't know if this is TMI. However, I was recently hooking up with somebody. I don't know if I should include this in here. I was recently with somebody, and before I went over there, we had just started talking, and before I went over there, I was like, I have to, like, you know, tell you something. This is also what's so fucked up, is before I meet somebody, I feel like I have to, like, drop this huge, heavy secret on them and be like, I'm plus size. Like, it's such a secret. Like, I feel like that's what it is. Before I meet somebody, I feel like I have to be like, just so you know, I'm plus size. And then they either stop talking to me or they're okay with it. And like, if you stop talking to me because of that, like, I hate when I'm talking to a guy for literally weeks. Like, it'll be for weeks, and then, you know, we either Snapchat and like my full body's not in the picture or like whatever, or I don't know, and then they find out you're plus size and they just stop talking to you. It's like, Were we not talking for weeks? Like, did you not like me for who I was? You just, I don't know. It just really fucks me up on the inside. Anyways, back to my story. I was recently hooking up with somebody and I felt like I had to drop the bomb on him and be like, just so you know, I'm plus size. And I want to read you his response because it was probably the best response I've ever gotten and it really makes me happy. So I texted him and I was like, okay, well, there are some things you need to know before I come over. He's like, okay, what do you need to tell me? And I said, this is really what I said. I said, well, one thing is The Bachelorette is about to be on at 9, so I'd like that to be on the TV when I come over. LMAO. Anyways, so I said, I'm plus size, you're gonna have to take it or leave it. And he said, I don't mind. And so I was like, are you sure? And he said, yeah, that's all you had to tell me, ? I was like, yeah, that's all I had to tell you. He's like, are you sure that's all you had to tell me? And I was like, yes. So like, he doesn't give a fuck. And then he said, send me a picture. So I did, of my face. And he's like, see, I think you're beautiful. Being plus size doesn't mean anything. That doesn't make the person. That's what really just gave me the feels. Because I think that's so nice. And the fact that he said being plus size doesn't make the person is basically exactly what I want the point of this video to be. Like, no matter how much I've ranted in this video and like just gone off on weird ass tangents, which I have, that's what I want the purpose of this video to be. Being plus size does not make the person. It doesn't, no matter what any fucking person wants to comment in my comment section, being plus size does not say one thing about your personality. Not one thing. It doesn't mean you're lazy. It doesn't mean you're ugly. It doesn't mean you don't have any sexuality. It doesn't mean that you're a 40-year-old virgin, because you can have sex with whoever you want, whenever you want. It's your standards sometimes. Plus size does not define you as a person, and it does not take away your sexuality, because you are hot as fuck and I'm sure you can do some nasty things in bed. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.